What it do? What it do? What it do? It is the dynamic duo, Danny and Crazy. We back once again, episode 2 for chopping it up. Tonight, we're gonna be talking about all the shenanigans that took place in the world of World Wrestling Entertainment, also known as what the hell is going on in WWE right now.
Facts.
So we gonna that's what we're gonna be chopping up tonight. We're gonna dig deep into it, and so let's go.
Okay, well, first of all, first question of the night, we had to get into it real good, is the WrestleMania 40 storyline. Do we like where it's going so far? As far as Rhea Ripley is one, who is she supposed to be fighting against? We also have Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, that story. Who's doing Money in the Bank? Well, not Money in the Bank. Who's going to cash in? Will Damian even cash in? And amongst other stories that we don't know, the only story I'm mainly looking forward to seeing about, not only is it Roman, with the addition of The Rock and Seth being thrown in it some kind of way, but the Bayley Io Sky story. Because the wild card in this whole thing is Dakota.
All right, so we're gonna get to the Roman Rock, the soap opera known as the Bloodline, and towards the end of this, because that's a lot, especially after what took place Thursday and last night on SmackDown, Friday night on SmackDown. So Io Sky versus Bayley, and you said, who do I think is going to win? And is Dakota a wild card? I'm gonna say Dakota is a wild card. I was really, really highly confident that Bayley was going to pull it off, but after watching last night and thinking back to some stuff that happened prior with Dakota, I hope Bayley doesn't fully trust her. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping with the fact that if that's the storyline that they're going with, is almost be predictable that Dakota is going to turn.
I really don't want her to turn,
but it was something that Dakota said maybe like 2 months ago,
right?
But she was like, she said, my plan is coming together. And then she switched it and said, look, that Bayley was like, no, your plan. But she said it was her plan. And that wasn't the first time Dakota slipped up and said something like that.
You gotta go back and watch that episode.
Yeah, it's like, it's the little stuff that I pick up on. And so it's not always the big stuff, it's the little stuff that I pick up on. And little things like that always raises the red flag to me, like,
yeah. Maybe she got her script wrong.
I don't know. I don't know. But those are pre-recorded. So I feel like they got that wrong. They could have re-recorded that. They could have reshot that.
That wasn't a live one on you. That was you special. That's what that is. You just special.
So do I want Bayley to win? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I've always been a Bayley fan, even when she turned heel, because I felt like it was long overdue for her. Yeah, but I've always been a Bayley fan, from the inflatable wailing tube man, or whatever they called it. I know I'm using the Family Guy reference, but to when she came out and chopped it up and cut it into pieces. So,
cut it into pieces.
Yeah, little inflatable waving arm thing. She came out and started stabbing it and ripping it out like when she went heel.
Man, so for me, just like you've also been a fan of Bayley, but however, I was watching New Japan back then when the Kabuki Warriors was on fire, and it does seem like Triple H is trying to get into that a little bit with New Japan, but the storyline for me involving that is Bayley finishing her story, since the fact of
We gotta come up with a new phrase of finishing the story. We gotta stop saying it because now it seems like
everybody has a story.
Right, but I'm tired of hearing it now, yo.
All right. Closing the chapter. How about that?
There we go. Yeah, we can go with that. The finale.
Oh yeah, the finale. Because I was like, this is something that. Can you see me?
Yeah.
This is something that should have been done a long time ago. I don't think Bayley gets the recognition that she deserves.
No, she doesn't. But this storyline come WrestleMania will be a solid year. I think it'll be a year. When did she come back? It was a year.
She came back about Bayley? No, it's about 2 now. Remember, she came back during the SummerSlam when Bianca was fighting.
I thought that was WrestleMania. I don't know. I gotta go back and check, but I know it's been a minute.
As he was SummerSlam or that wasn't WrestleMania.
We need to get our facts together. But point is, it's been a minute, and I think like this storyline has run its course.
Right.
For now, I think Damage Control has run their course. And I don't really expect the Kabuki Warriors to maintain those titles much longer, because this is going to be the crescendo, which is going to break them all up. This is what's going to bring them down.
Okay, so the other question would be, if you paid attention to the Royal Rumble, I think they set up the next 6 opponents for Bayley if she wins that belt. But who was the last one? There's always the last one that is in the match, and they get eliminated. You got it was Jade Cargill.
The last one she eliminated was Watch Me.
The last 6 that got eliminated.
Right, but the last one was Liv. Then it was before that. Liv eliminated Jade Cargill.
Mm-hmm.
Bianca got eliminated somewhere in the mix of that.
Mm-hmm.
Becky got eliminated just prior to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all them is at the bottom. When she won, they panned on each and every one of them. That's, to me, if I was Triple H, I'm setting up Bayley's matches for the rest of the year. If she wins.
Yeah, but so if you do that, you gotta. So here's the problem with that. Let's say we go with that theory. Now you got to deal with, because Becky's not even gonna be in the SmackDown Women's title, the WWE Women's title run. Let's just put that out there. All right, I'm saying it now. I know it's a question for later, but it kind of ties into this. Becky's going to win the Elimination Chamber. She's going to go on the WrestleMania, face Rhea, and probably beat Rhea. All right, and then but we'll get into the whole judgment.
Bro, come on, man.
Look, we're gonna get into the whole judgment thing later in the show, but that's how I'm feeling right now. I think at the end of the day, it's going to be Jade Cargill. Like, Jade Cargill is probably going to be the one to take. If Bayley wins, Jade Cargill is going to be the one to take it off of her, because that's going to be the newest person. That's going to be the new face of the women's division, because they've already invested so much money into her, and then she's like been busting her tail at the PC Center, getting trained properly. I'm going to say this again. Getting trained properly, because the crap she was doing at AEW was trash.
Yeah, that was trash. One good bro kick. That's all she was doing, was bro kicking people.
Right. And as much as I like Jade Cargill, and I'm happy to see her in WWE, AEW did not train her. I understand she was an original, she was homegrown, but they did not train her right. Where she came from?
She was homegrown, went to the PC, and you know who's been training her? Norman Smiley.
Right.
And Booker T.
Right. Now I know some people are gonna be like, oh, well, she came out the Nightmare Factory. She did. She did. But Cody didn't train her. And she wasn't near the full length of time she should have been.
Right. She only stayed there for like 2 months.
Right. It was more than 2 months. But she got she got a lot of OJT, on job training.
Right.
All right.
She shouldn't have had that belt for as long as she had it.
Nah, I agree with you on that. But who else was holding up the women's division at AEW?
She was the strongest one on the roster, so
I mean, which baffles me because you gave her what was the TNT title or the
TNT title.
Right, but you wouldn't give her the women's title, which baffled me.
You gave that to DMD, in which she needs to come over here and stop playing games. Come back over to WWE.
She not.
I know. Tony's giving now that these stories are getting live, Tony's giving people more money to stay.
No, he's not just giving them more money to stay. He's giving them more money so they'll come to WWE.
Yeah.
Because ever since Vince done got booted for the second time,
everybody want to come back.
Everybody want to come back. Andrade done came back. Aleister Black is looking to come back. Come on, like, you see what I'm saying? So that's the situation with Tony Khan at AEW. But y'all already know I don't watch AEW. I just get a lot of my info about them from the dirt sheets. But
I watch AEW sometimes, and I got out of it the minute I realized I got tired of the
WCW format.
Yeah, everybody just fighting to be fighting, and I'm like, bro, that's how you lost the first time. There's no story, and then you have G Unit, Wu-Tang, Rockefeller,
MMG. No, it wasn't Rockefeller. It was MMG.
MMG, all in one building. I don't even remember how many people that's over AEW now. It's so many. It's like, bro, I don't even. Almost every other week is a new faction. Jericho is looking like the grandfather from off of The Simpsons over there. He needs to
Jericho is there's been talks or rumors that Jericho is even talking about trying to come back to WWE to finish his career there. But honestly,
we don't need him.
If I was Triple H, I wouldn't let him come back. I'm gonna tell you why. Huh?
You don't need him.
No, it's not even that they don't need him. He don't deserve it. He was one of the primary ones when AEW first launched. He was the primary one talking hella trash about WWE. He was one of the ones cutting those live promos talking about this is where professional wrestlers live, not sports
entertainers.
Huh?
We were sports entertainers.
Right, but it's one thing to cut a promo, but it's one thing when you week after week after week take shots at the same company that made you rich. WCW didn't make you rich. New Japan didn't make you rich. Vince McMahon made you rich.
Right.
WWE Universe made you rich. WWE gave you something that nobody else gave you at the time.
Right.
They gave you 2 titles. You was the first undisputed champion. And they could have given it to Stone Cold. They could have gave it to Triple H. But they gave it to you. And now that you're not with the company and you with a new company, you want to talk trash.
Right. There's only a few people that I would bring back, which are subject. We're not even going to have a banner for it. It's just, I like the people that left to go to AEW. And I seen potential storylines that could have been stopped the Bloodlines run.
Nah.
Because, I mean, Keith Lee
wouldn't have stopped it.
Keith Lee wouldn't have stopped it. It would have been a good run. It would have been a good couple matches between him and Roman.
All right, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm probably going to catch some backlash from this, and I probably won't. I'm a massive Keith Lee fan, right, but unfortunately, he will never get past being a strong mid-carder.
That is true. I agree with that.
Like, he is a hell of a performer. He is a hell of a performer. You know what I mean? And he goes. And unfortunately, he done had some health issues, which has been holding him back. But I wouldn't even seen them put him in a storyline with Roman.
I just think back to when they had the NXT versus Raw versus SmackDown, where him and Roman was the last two with Seth in the ring.
Yeah,
he stole the show in like only 5 minutes.
Yeah, because what do they call him?
What big dude?
Spin kick. His nickname. No, wasn't his nickname? Was the thing Bask in His Glory?
That's right.
Because but he said he got that from Dusty Rhodes because he tried out for WWE dozens of times and he kept getting turned down. But Dusty Rhodes told him, every time I see you, I'm just basking in your glory. And he got back. And once Dusty Rhodes told him that became his handle. That became his thing. And then the man took off. My biggest jealousy about that man is that he's married to Mia Yim.
Shout out to
Salute.
Salute to you, my boy. She's
I got a cup this week, people.
She's very good in the ring. I will not lie to you. I think she's starting to get her push.
I'm mad she's still losing matches. But yeah.
I'm gonna be mad if she loses to somebody I don't know. Like, I don't want her losing to the shorty from Alpha Academy ever again. All right, so we do have a special guest. And surprisingly enough, he is a wrestling fan since he was a child. I couldn't put him to sleep any other way but watching wrestling.
I mean, so technically he's still a child then.
Preach. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, 2 albums out right now on Spotify, doing very well for itself as a teenager. Football team just won the state championship, 15-0 in Virginia in their division. My guy, linebacker for Maury High School, Dan Jones Jr., Showtime Dan.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to go find some light, bro. You looking like
I look black. Hold on,
you looking like a shadow right now.
Yeah, bro.
You looking like a shadow with plants in your head right now.
I don't know. What I need to follow my lighted path. Bro, hold on, bro. I don't know how
we're gonna get you. We're gonna get you.
God, I look God, like you can't even see me for real. Like, hold on, let me come.
I mean, sometimes I have the same problem, son. It's all right.
Nah. There we go.
You know what? Whatever works.
Whatever there we go. I'm glad you got a shirt on too. I thought you didn't have a shirt on at first.
What?
that ain't that kind of party over here.
Oh yeah, so shout out Dan. This is my guy Kevin. This is the one I went to school with. I was always getting in trouble with in college.
Okay.
So this is him. So back then,
I don't know what you're talking about in trouble.
So back then, side note,
yeah,
when you were about 4, when you ran through ITT.
Oh, 4? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Him and Chris was the ones that caught you running through the hallway.
Oof. Yeah. Yeah, but can I input one thing real quick?
So right now, we talking about AEW, the wrestlers that we want to come back if they've ever had the chance to come back.
Oh, I can name you like 4 of them right now.
We already said Keith Lee.
Yeah. And I heard, hold on. I heard Kid say something about a mid card. I was hurt.
No, so hear me out. The reason why I said that, because I've been watching wrestling long enough. We can always fantasy book. We can always be like, no, this guy will make a great world champion.
Right.
But the reality is they will never book him that way.
Right.
Like they will never book him that way. Like Big E became world champion because he accidentally won Money in the Bank. Like he really wasn't supposed to win the title. Like he won Money in the Bank, but he really wasn't supposed to become world heavyweight champion. But because of what was going on, they had to put the strap on him. Kofi was not supposed to become world WWE champion, but because the universe was like, yo, this man been here for 17 years, bro. Fuck Mustafa Ali, no disrespect, but it's time for Kofi. You know what I mean?
Can we honestly say that instead of saying they weren't supposed. We can say that they weren't
scripted or
no. You know what? They weren't.
They wasn't
to win
picked.
the title
They wasn't handpicked
during the McMahon era.
Right. They wasn't handpicked.
Wait, can we say the McMahon era is finally concluded though?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. He's no longer with the team. He's now grandpa. Your grandson is now quarterback for North Carolina Tar Heels. Go watch him play. Go watch him do his thing. You and Shane go do that. Stephanie's not even part of the board no more. They damn near gave triple. They gave the DX damn near has control of the whole WWE.
Right.
You have pretty much everybody who used to wrestle, who knows the in and outs, telling the stories. They're writing what they're supposed to write.
And I ain't gonna lie.
The era of the big man is over. Undertaker, Kane, Big Show, Braun Strowman's barely hanging in there. Omos, whenever you decide to see him on Saturday Night Main Event.
Why does he still wrestle?
All right, look, listen though.
Sorry. He is
Braun Strowman ain't wrestling. Braun Strowman ain't wrestling.
But he's rumored to come back for one more year just because of
why?
Because him and Alexa Bliss are supposed to be doing the story.
And plus, but when they go out on injury for a certain amount of time, they extend their contract to cover that time that they was out. And Braun, they honestly believe they'll renew his contract, period, because Braun Strowman is a draw.
He is a draw. With the little kids walking around to him, like you about this big with a heart of a lion, right? We ain't doing it right now.
Yeah.
We ain't doing that right now. So, which leads me to the next question. We are now going down the line. We're gonna do the Cody Rhodes and Lash.
Wait, hold on. Can I input one thing though?
Go ahead.
I did just drop the song today, but that's not. Yeah, I just dropped the song today. Listen, that's all I wanted to say. It's called My Law in Every Order.
Look, you gave him that look like, and I'm probably the worst person to compare him to, but you gave him that look like the same day when Will Smith found out that Jaden had dropped that. Like he didn't even know his son dropped the whole single, and he was just like, how he make a whole song in my house and I don't even know about it. And
he records in the house, like mainly in the closet. But now he does it like when we're asleep. I can walk past, Ray go to the bathroom, and I hear somebody tell me, like.
Yeah. It's like, because we got a studio in our school. So I go there like after I work out, because I don't have a class my last block no more.
That's what's up, though. We couldn't have had a studio in our high school.
Couldn't have had a studio in college either. I'll be in there most of the day.
Yeah. You saw they shut down the Mac room. They put a key on the Mac room door.
Yeah.
They had all the Mac computers at.
All right. Next question, because you up here, Dan.
All right.
Get your input.
Mm-hmm. Well, release our title.
No. No. You. All right. It's rare that a superstar loses in their hometown.
Switch that.
Switch that. You gotta think about it. They always lose in the hometown.
They still no, hold on. I said it's rare. Like Orton's caught an L in St. Louis. Miz is lost in Cleveland.
Sasha's lost in Boston.
Right. John Cena caught an L in Boston. And I thought Boston was really going to like riot that day. But it's happened. But it's rare for a superstar to lose in front of their home crowd. And since this is such a major event, first, like the second pay-per-view held in like 15 years or something, they said, and Rhea Ripley is hotter than fire.
Right.
You will have, they would literally have to get out of the country immediately.
The spiders come get them.
Yeah, I mean, like they will have kangaroos at the airport, like.
We're not leaving until she gets his belt back.
Right.
But I ain't gonna lie. We gotta stop to finish the story talk though, because Cody not finishing that story. Let's be real here.
No, he gonna get to that. Do you think she's gonna lose at home? Dan, what do you think?
Do I think she's gonna lose? No.
I think.
Wait, who's she going against? Becky?
No,
Nia.
It's Nia.
It's Nia. Becky's in the Elimination Chamber match.
I think Nia's going to come close to beating her.
Nia's probably going to come close to killing her, but she ain't going to walk out with that title. Yeah.
She going to put all her weight on her sternum.
It's going to be a very physical fight when that goes down, just because of the fact of Nia knows how to use her size, but she has to be safe.
Question mark.
She has to be safe during this match, because if she's not safe, you're going to injure the key player, female-wise, in WWE.
Yeah, you can't injure mommy, because
stop calling her that, please.
Nah, I love that name for her. I don't like the fact that Dominic, Dirty Dom, says it.
And you're a whole grown midget man.
I wouldn't call him a midget, but
he's a midget. He's
not a midget.
You stand next to
That's offensive to actual midgets. Like,
Rey Mysterio.
I'm sorry, short people, little people,
pudgies.
The word midget is no longer PC. You know,
I'm not PG. Midget.
I said PC.
Midget.
Politically correct. Is it? Aren't you amazed sometimes that your father actually finished college?
With honors.
Wait. You said, my bad, I'm going off topic, but you said something about the whole DX running WWE, right?
Yeah, basically.
Right, because Road Dogg
is right there is Billy Gunn.
Yeah, I don't know why Billy
Gunn. Billy Gunn down AEW.
Yeah, he's up there.
Still wrestling.
He's not even still. What the hell do they do?
He's scissoring homeboys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. First of all, Scissor Me Daddy is not working.
Yeah,
that's not.
And it doesn't help. How do you? Please forgive me, people. Please don't get offended out there in the world of the internet. How you go from a 15-year gay insinuated gimmick in WWE with being known as Mr. Assman to AEW doing this? What is this?
Scissor Me Daddy.
That sound wrong for you saying that, for real.
Right. That is very wrong.
I don't know why you even said it.
That's why I did this.
Yeah, I don't know why you said it. That's wrong.
Because it's funny.
It's not.
It is funny.
It's not funny.
People, the alphabet community should be insulted.
Literally.
Not the alphabet community.
With the innuendos of they're applying. That's all I'm saying. But like I said, Rhea's not going to lose in her home country. Australia knows how to riot.
She might lose her chest, probably, but
no, she got air dash.
So she's going to be out for a couple of weeks.
Nah. Sure, she'll be back. She'll be on Raw. She may not wrestle, but she'll be on Raw.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good promo you got to cut because,
I like this question right here. Who do you want in the women's chamber?
All right, so who's in there so far?
I don't even know.
I wish you'd have asked me that and pulled that up.
It's just Becky.
No, it's not. Hold on.
Oh.
Who we got in there so far?
Yeah, that's all I know is Becky was in there.
Hold on.
Gotta be Becky and no. Rhea's gonna win, but like I said, she's gonna have possibly stand up tall, walk out proud, and go in the back in gorilla position and just pass out to go to the hospital or something.
But I'm not gonna lie, they putting the story so predictable though, because if you think about it, whoever wins in the women's chamber is going to Rhea for the belt, and Rhea's defending the belt, against Nia.
But that's what the match is for. The match is for
WrestleMania.
Right, the match. Whoever wins the women's match, the women's chamber match, is going to go against her at WrestleMania. So yeah, that was already the plan. But the problem with this,
why is Nia fighting?
When they cut that promo on Thursday with Becky and her, you gave away who's going to win the chamber unless they decide just to pull a massive swerve.
They're going to swerve. I think Triple H is going to swerve the rest of this year.
No.
He's going to swerve. Think about it. He had everybody going about the Rock and Roman swerve on Thursday when the Cody Crybabies came out.
Swerve.
So as of right now, for the women's elimination chamber, is Becky and Bianca that has qualified.
Yeah.
They got 4 more people, which they're going to probably do. It's going to have to be done on Raw and SmackDown this week.
Okay.
Because Elimination Chamber, if I'm correct, is
that's Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
What's Saturday?
If I'm correct, it's this Saturday coming up next week.
What you doing?
Huh?
That's my Sprite.
No, it ain't.
No, it's the 24th.
That's good. Look, I can guarantee you that what you call him is going to be in there. Jade Cargill.
Right.
I don't think she's in any other qualification matches.
Nah.
Well, she don't even have a home yet.
Right, she's a free agent.
So you know what that
means? So Elimination Chamber is 2 weeks from today. It's the 24th.
Okay. So that means I just figured something out. You put Jade Cargill in Money in the Bank.
Oh, definitely.
Until July.
Yeah, I see that. I see that all day. Put in Money in the Bank and have
whoever
her
she cash in on, that's the channel she's on.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be the It's gonna have to be whoever she cashes in on and she wins. That's the show she's going to. Because right now she's a free agent.
Okay.
But I think that would be a smart play. Keep her to Money in the Bank and make her a wild card.
Yeah, let her do her appearances. I would do everybody that come out. I would do Braun Breaker that way. I would do Jade Cargill that way.
Yeah, Braun Breaker hasn't signed either. And you know what's sad? The only reason
he did. He signed a SmackDown.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. He hasn't signed yet. He was going to sign last week, and then Adam Pearce showed up. It was like, hey, before you sign that, come see me Monday. And he saw him Monday, and then he showed up last night talking to Triple H. And that's when they got interrupted by the Weasel. I mean, Paul Heyman. No, my bad. Bobby Heenan was the Weasel. Paul Heyman's the Walrus.
Yeah, the Walrus and the Weasel. That's a good book. Somebody should write that book. The Walrus and the Weasel.
Well, Bobby Heenan can't write that book because he's dead. So.
He is. He did kick the bucket, didn't he?
Oh my God!
Kick the bucket is crazy.
It is. He did pass away. Rest in peace to my man. Who had the tennis racket?
Jim Cornette.
Jim Cornette, and he's still there,
running his mouth.
Him and Jimmy Hart.
Now I mean, like Jim Cornette, legit. Like if you ever listen to his show, which we're not plugging on here at all, he's annoying. He's that guy who knows so much about wrestling that nobody knows squat about it. Because he's like a legit. Tell him nothing. Huh?
You can't tell him nothing.
Right. He's like a legit historian, but the problem is Cornette doesn't know how to move forward. He still thinks that the way wrestling was 40 years ago, it should be the same way today. And it was like, no. That's how you get stagnated. That's how you lose business. That's how you go out of business. WCW.
Yeah, so Jim Cornette probably still thinking Coco Beware is the Continental Champion.
No, but don't you think wrestling is going back into the Attitude Era though?
It should.
No. Nah. One thing I've come to say, and one thing I've come to accept, because I grew up in the Attitude Era. I grew up in the Hulkamania era. I grew up in the Attitude Era. I grew up in the Ruthless Aggression era. I've been a WWE mark since I was a sperm. So, because my father watched it. My father watched it, and I watched it with my father.
Got your wrestling nut, brother.
Right. So, one thing I had to come to terms with is things don't stay the same forever.
Right.
And you have to progress. And WWE wanted to become a more family-friendly business so they can get the moms who didn't like wrestling to come because they needed their kids to come. So you can't have soccer moms want to bring their kids to a show where you got women running around half naked and men getting cracked over their head with chairs and barbed wires and they just bleeding all over the place.
That's why they moved on to Netflix.
But I don't know if they're going to do the same. Even if they go to Netflix, I still think it may be a little bit more edgy because it's on Netflix. But it's still going to have the same restraints because you're still going to have the same fan base going to the shows. You can't get rid of those soccer moms. Because of John Cena and the hustle and loyalty and respect thing that he ran pretty much his entire career, it brought those soccer moms in. Because now those soccer moms are sitting there watching their kids scream over John Cena and she's drooling over John Cena.
Right, so now you got to think about the new John Cena, which will probably be Bianca Belair.
Right.
The female version of John Cena?
Yeah, she'll be the female version because she pretty much is now. Like if Bianca was to go heel, it would crush her. Like she is so over as a face, they wouldn't know what to do with her if she went heel. When she was in NXT, it was different.
Right.
We knew who she was, but she wasn't on that level. She came up.
She was a heel then, technically.
No, she was a heel in NXT.
Right.
She was very much a heel in NXT. She was. When she was in NXT, she was a heel. But I remember the first match, the first legit match I watched her do. She wrestled Shayna Baszler for the
Mae Young Classic, wasn't it?
Huh?
That wasn't the Mae Young Classic. That was when Bianca had the belt.
No, she was trying to get the belt from Baszler.
Okay.
Because she was still down NXT at the time. And I just remember Bianca taking her little ponytail and hitting her with it and cut her on her side. I was like, damn. But I was so into the match.
We seen her go heel.
Right.
Was when she fought Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
That was the leaving of the heel because technically Sasha wound up becoming the face.
Which I don't think
I didn't see how though.
I don't think Sasha Banks should have. Sasha Banks was good for what she was worth, but I don't think she ever should have been the face of the women's division.
I think she should stay. She should stay heel.
Sasha.
There's people in wrestling that should stay heel forever. Roman Reigns should stay heel.
Yeah.
Orton
should stay heel. I need psychopath bald head Orton kissing Stephanie McMahon in front of Triple H. I need that one. I need that one.
That was one of the ugliest kisses in history. I mean, like ugly, like Michael Jackson. Yeah. That was like Michael Jackson. Remember the time video kiss when he kissed Lisa Marie.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. Like
that was just.
It's like two white women kissing.
Bro.
Like,
hold on, did you just say two white women kissing? All right, can we get back on subject, please?
Don't judge me,
bro.
I mean,
you're not about to get us canceled before we even get started.
No,
we just gonna keep it honest. If you don't like it, change the channel. If you
can't be doing that though.
I know, but if you can't take a joke, there's no point in you being a comedian or
you getting canceled for what?
Look, man, people. I'm just saying, you got actual comedians that can't make jokes no more because people get offended over the most tedious thing. So you just,
you know, I turn it down one notch.
It ain't gonna help nothing.
Right. So, Rhea Ripley, Sasha Banks, Roman Reigns.
No, Rhea could go either way. Because even as a face, Rhea kept that same energy.
Oh,
she kept that same energy, and that's why I always like The Rock. And I know we're going to talk about him in depth later, but like The Rock was that guy who, as a face or a heel, he was still an a-hole.
Facts.
It just depends if you found him more entertaining as a heel or face. But he was the same character. He was conceited. He was arrogant. Still talking third person or first person, excuse me. So you have people that can pull off what they would classify as neutral and still get that same thing. And Rhea is one of those people. I don't think Bianca could be neutral and still come off and still have that same energy. Rhea can do that. Rhea can still bring that same energy that she brings now as a face because she's proven that.
Right. So what about
against Charlotte for the title? Charlotte was a face. No, Charlotte was a heel in that match. Rhea was a face. Yeah. But what happened? She brought that same energy.
The same way when she fought Rhea at WrestleMania.
Right.
You know who I think could be a heel and a face though?
Ooh.
Bailey.
She technically is. I think, but she's better as a heel.
No.
She's a face now.
No, she's more in the middle. She hasn't done the full face turn. But Bailey's a better face than heel. But as a heel, I give her kudos. She knew how to get under people's skin. She knew what to say. She knew what buttons to push. She kept antagonizing Michael Cole, which sometimes make me think it's a real dislike between her and Michael Cole. But
I think he said some stuff about her and she overheard it when she watched the show back. And she said something about his career or something that she just been irritating him ever since.
Listen, Michael Cole had a good career. I ain't even gonna lie.
But I think that was storyline though.
Right. When she be like, ding dong.
Right. Like she found a way to be annoying as a heel, which is great. So, but you got people. It's like, all right, whenever they decide to use Jade Cargill, she can't be a face. She's gonna have to be a heel.
Wow. But the thing about it is, if you watch her AEW career, what's going to set her apart is, let's be honest, her physique.
Goodness gracious.
Hi, Danny just melted.
I mean, her and Bianca in the same boat.
No.
Let me explain what I'm saying. Like, they both are polar on each other. You feel what I'm saying? They both come out with a unique costumes. They both come in with a fan base. Them two are going to be a big money draw once Jay is comfortable enough in that ring. First of all, Jay got to do submissions. She's got to be a very technical wrestler because she's taller. She's already strong as hell.
But see,
she got to do things that's going to impress her. Start that one Booker T bro kick.
Okay, stop calling it the Booker T bro kick. The bro kick is Sheamus.
I know it's Sheamus. I know it is.
Booker T with the scissor kick.
She do both of them.
It's the same move, yeah.
No, because R-Truth do the flip thing on the ball.
No. R-Truth don't. The R-Truth scissor kick is a little different because he twists.
That's what I'm saying.
My man, he adds to his shit.
Yeah, he need to bring back Lil Jimmy.
Lord Jimmy getting old. Lord Jimmy about my age.
Lil Jimmy don't even rap anymore. He just sit there and look at the beat, just go across the screen.
No, but I'm saying physique-wise, yes, Cargill is, but Bianca has natural strength. Like, Bianca was an actual athlete.
Right.
Like, so when she's picking up Nia Jax, she's picking up Nia Jax.
Jay
Cargill kind of struggled a little bit picking up. I feel like Jay is more for show than actual strength.
So with the camera show at Royal Rumble, and they quickly panned away from it, was that when Jay lifted her up and she did it one hand and she flexed, you could see Nia pushing down on her thigh like to keep her body up from falling.
Nia was holding her up. Nia was holding herself up.
But when Bianca did it,
it was all
legit lift because Bianca squats like 450 and Nia is only like a sandwich of that. So that's legitimate strength right there.
Like,
and I was like,
okay. So they're trying to say Bianca's stronger than Jade.
Oh no, she is. It's facts. It's facts.
She just
because you
Jade
can have
just looks the
people,
part.
You can have people that have muscle but not have strength. But you can have people like Bianca who has muscle, but she's not as toned as Jay. But if Bianca flex, you'll see her abs. You'll see her arms cut. You'll see her legs. That's if she flexes. Jay just has muscle. And I'm not taking nothing away from her.
No, we're not.
Taking anything away from Jay Carhill. But if I'm going to go tit for tat, strength for strength, Bianca Belair all day. Because she's proven that she has that strength.
And watching her show,
she's had 3 women on her shoulder to hit the KOD, which is ridiculous. She's like that's why your father said she's like the female John Cena, because John Cena was doing that. John Cena had Edge and Big Show on his shoulders for the AA.
Hey, do you remember? She's also the one who ran around the ring with Otis on her back.
She did.
Big Otis. Big oh yeah, Otis.
She did. I don't got Jay Carhill doing it. And it's nothing against it, but
it will literally be, if they do the match right now, Bianca will carry a lot of that weight. That match. Jay will, before Triple H pulls the trigger on her, he's going to put her in that PC until Money in the Bank.
But so that was what the Rumble was for. The Rumble was her test run.
She did good.
She did good, but the Rumble was the show for them to see where else she needed help at.
Yeah, and would the crowd give a pull? The crowd pulled for her. Once that
the crowd was going to pull for her regardless.
Yeah,
because they've been waiting on her.
Crazy. The minute she stood in that ring.
No, the minute she walked out, it wasn't even when she got in the ring. When she walked out on that, came out of Gorilla, and she stood in that entrance. They popped. They popped hard. She even stood there for a minute, and they popped for her.
Because she said behind the scenes, she didn't know that if they was going to believe her or not. I was like, bro, we've been wanting you to come over WWE ever since Bianca came in.
Right.
We've been wanting you over here. It's the same way we want about 6 people from AEW over to WWE because we know the big draw is going to bring. Like, if we get Kenny Omega,
it's going to be overpowered.
It won't happen, but he can probably beat up most of the roster.
But the problem with that is that I'm gonna tell you why, and I know we don't really discuss AEW on there, but I'm gonna tell you why most of the people won't go. And Swerve Strickland said it. He said it in the interview. He said, "I got the phone call. They asked him. This is in the beginning when everything was going down when Vince left the first time. He said, yeah, they called me and asked me to come back. He said he never answered the phone. He never returned the phone call because he has more creative freedom over his character and storyline development than he does in WWE. They have a whole staff of people that develop your character, this, that, and the third. Then once you get to a certain level and they can trust you with your character, like The Rock, like Stone Cold Steve Austin, like Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, then yeah, you have a hand in your storyline. That's why Dean Ambrose said he would never come back. Because Dean Ambrose was like, just tell me what to talk about, and I can go out there and cut my own promos. CM Punk was the same way. Don't give me a script. Just give me what I need to go out there and talk about. And if anybody knows Paul Heyman's off the cuff.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman don't do no scripts.
He don't ever. If you work with Paul Heyman, there's not a script involved.
It's not a script. Paul Heyman literally trained the ECW people to cut promos off the top of your head. He would get on the subject and he would record. He'll say, no, put your energy into it. No, you need to sound more aggressive. Try using this word instead of that word. So that's why the Dudley Boys never had problems cutting promos. That's why Sabu never had a problem cutting. RVD, high as hell, can cut a promo.
That's why the difference between when Dusty trained him in NXT, he showed them how to perform in front of the camera and read your script as if you wrote it. Make it believable.
Right. When they had promo training, that's what he did.
Paul Heyman was like, look, I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you the topic about bananas. Make me believe they hate bananas. Make me believe. Dusty was the same way, but if you can feel as though you're camera shy, you're nervous in front of the camera, you don't know how to talk, you're stuttering. Oh, here's this paper. Until you get comfortable on the mic, you're not getting an opportunity. Like Kevin said, it's Randy Orton, it's Roman. That's why John Cena had to come back for Roman the first time. He's like, it's called a promo. You gotta learn how to cut them.
It's your job.
It's your job. When you want to be the face, cutting the promo.
I'm glad you brought that up, sir.
I'm so glad you brought that up. Thank you.
Because if you notice, once Roman got with Paul Heyman, his promos went up 20-fold.
Yeah.
Because Heyman taught him. Heyman took what Dusty taught them down NXT, Florida Championship in NXT. He took what Dusty taught him and said, all right, now we're going to eject you. You have to put yourself in your promos.
Right. What character was it who messed up the promo and had to leave? It wasn't Roman. I think it was AJ.
No.
When he started doing the promo and he messed it up. But then
I forgot my line.
Then he caught. Yeah.
That's Randy. That was Randy.
Yeah, that was Randy. That was Randy. Randy on a hot mic and went, shit, I forgot my line. And then he just came off the cuff. And he got suspended for a month.
Yeah, it's certain things that you do when you first come back. You can tell when Randy came back, the natural energy was there because he really couldn't talk.
Oh, yeah.
He couldn't talk. His promo was like, they gave him a paper. They was like, just go say what's on your mind. And he couldn't get it out because he's used to having to memorize. But now he became the Viper. It's like, look, I'm just going to come down here and RKO you, then go home.
But you know what, though? I feel like some people just aren't great at talking.
Right.
Ryback, horrible talker. Oh, by the way, I got banned. He has blocked me on his Twitter, on his TikTok, and his Instagram. And I'm proud of that. All I said was, you're more dangerous than Nia Jax, and you almost killed CM Punk.
Which is a fact. Like, bro, you almost killed that man. And twice. And he's the face.
It's the way how people take it.
No, it's the way how we seen it. He killed that man.
Look, Punk said the first time, all right, I get it. It was an accident. You were nervous. But the second time, you're dangerous.
Right, here we go.
What's the next question?
Yeah. Who you want? Not Drew McIntyre and bro, not Drew McIntyre. Anybody but him.
He's in. He won last night. He's in.
I know, bro.
He beat the brakes off of Sami Zayn. I'm kind of mad about that. But I called that though.
No, he didn't fight Sami Zayn.
He did fight Sami Zayn last night.
Randy Orton fought Sami Zayn.
Yeah, so
I said Drew.
No, Drew fought AJ. Sorry, AJ.
He ain't beat the brakes off of AJ.
Yeah. That Claymore says otherwise.
Claymore says I won because I was supposed to win.
Right. Nah, but I said Drew.
How good of a push Drew getting?
Because they trying to keep him. His contract's coming up, and they trying to keep him. If I make you happy now, then you'll sign your contract and you sign your contract for another 10 years. I'm not gonna keep you.
Get you a 3-month run with the belt, then go bye-bye.
Right, but he's gonna wind up. He's gonna be the one to take the belt off of Seth. I said it. I'm calling it. I'm sticking to it.
No.
So okay,
Seth gotta leave and take. He gotta get surgery. You play football, all right? You play football, and your father told me about the tackle that you did in the classroom. But your Goldberg spear. Only thing you was missing was the jackhammer. But no, Seth got to leave and have surgery. You know that.
Okay, that's Seth. I'm cool with that. But anybody but Drew.
But Drew's the thing is, he's going to win that belt. This is what's going to happen.
Damian Priest.
Yeah. Right. Hold on. Drew's a draw, and this could be a way they can make up for when he was champion.
They're doing the
first time, and the world got shut down. Like, my man was like, he won the Royal Rumble, did a couple shows, went across seas, got a phone call, was like, America's closed. Okay? That's what he said in his documentary. He was like, I got a phone call. He was like, yeah, you need to hurry get back to America before you can't get back in.
Basically.
Right. So, but yeah, I think, and I feel like Damian Priest cash-in will be successful. But
I mean, he's going to cash it in on Drew the same night.
Yeah.
I know I said this earlier in our pre-show talk.
Pre-show talk?
The prep that we do.
Yeah.
Okay. So I said this earlier. I do think that Damian is going to pull a Seth Rollins, cash in the night of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But I feel like if he doesn't, it'll be that Raw after.
Monday after, it always got to be a bank.
Because he has to cash in because Money in the Bank 2024 is coming up. So it's going to have to be sometime in April. Because he's been trying to cash in for the last 3 months.
And Drew's been stopping him ever since.
He got Claymore kicked. He got punched in the face. Dog got dropped. Didn't Drew steal the briefcase at one point right off with it?
No, Sammy did.
Yeah. So it gotta be a point. That's why I feel like, but like you said, that's why I do feel like Drew's gonna be the one to take the belt off of Seth, and Damian's gonna cash in on Drew just because of the prior history that they had. Now, do I think Damian is going to be a transitional champion? Yes. He's not going to hold that title long. He may get 3 months out of it.
When the
and
next
if
show
he does hold that belt long enough,
when they go back to Puerto Rico,
Punk's going to take it from him. Nah. Punk's going to take it from him.
Right.
If he holds on to that title long enough, Seth won't be the one to take it. It's going to be Punk.
That'll set up Punk and Seth.
Yeah.
That'll set up Punk and Seth.
For
and
WrestleMania
I'm already
41.
convinced that next year is going to be Roman and Seth.
Huh?
I'm already convinced next year is Roman and Seth.
Nah. I don't even think Roman's really going to be a factor after WrestleMania. Probably a few months after, up into SummerSlam. But I think after SummerSlam, Roman's not even one. I don't even think Roman is really going to stay with the company. Because he wants to go into acting. He wants to be like his cousin.
The High Chief.
And that was his grandfather.
I know. Right now, it's him. I don't care what nobody say.
So,
do you think Cody's going to finish the story, though?
That's the last question. We're not doing that right now. That's a good topic.
No.
Will Jey Uso defeat Gunther, the ring general? No. As much as I love Jay gonna get that ass whipped, yo. He gonna get beat from the top of Australia to the bottom of it.
Oh my God, you done killed Danny.
I love Jay, yo. Jay, the only dude I know that can get thousands of people doing this. You can't even get black people at a concert to do that, okay? All right.
Yeah, don't do that to that man. I think he has a good shot.
No, he don't. It's gonna be a good match. It's gonna
Chet's gonna have a good shot.
He
come on that Uso splash, he gonna lose his heart.
You know that family tree the Rock had up on the screen?
Yeah.
That's gonna be on Jay's chest. All the bloodlines and blood vessels, it's gonna come pop up right on his chest at the autumn shots. But
you get the Kofi treatment.
Right. No, but I said the Kofi treatment. I don't even want to talk about that match. But no, I think it's gonna be a great match though, because Gunther likes to wrestle wrestlers, and Jay is a wrestler. Like, and I think it's going to be a good match. It's going to be a good match. Gunther rarely puts on a bad match. Like,
he never put on a bad match.
Exactly. And Jay knows how to step up. Like, he's main event Jay Uso for a reason. So he know how to step up in big fight matches. So
just don't do that splash, because that's going to be the end of it right there.
Right. So if Jay Uso
if he come off that top rope, all right, I'm calling it right now. I'm going to say it right now. If Gunther's on that mat and Jay come off that top rope somehow, some way, Gunther's going to get up.
I'm going to just pray.
And hit him dead square the chest in midair, yo. I'd rather see him get RKO'd out the air, yo.
Cool.
At least with the RKO, you just get knocked out. You get hit in the chest from Gunther, you won't feel that all the way to your toes, yo.
You gotta think about it. You get smacked in the chest in midair. Not only you gotta get smacked in the chest, but you gotta fall to the mat.
So all the wind that you had left in your body is now in the atmosphere, along with your soul.
That man will get hit so hard he gonna start singing gospel music. Around for me.
No, what I'm saying though, if he actually do win the IC championship, when the post me and you seen on Instagram yesterday, with if like I think Jimmy should go after the title.
What Jimmy?
Like his brother Jimmy.
His brother? Go after what title? The IC title?
Yeah, like if Jay Uso win it, they should both fight for the belt.
You know they're on two different shows, right?
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
It was a good move though. If Jimmy win that belt, Ricochet can get it.
But I will say this: the preview that they gave us at the Rumble when they started off, I think we're going to get a full-fledged match down the line. And like you said, let's say if Jay do win a singles title, it probably will be them two eventually, because now Jay can go around saying, "I'm the better brother. I got a title. You don't." Blah 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 blah.
Which brings me to the next question: where it go at?
Over there.
No.
Why not?
He don't have the machine behind him right now.
It's just him, Oos.
He's a gimmick.
They're making him look scary.
Like as I respect the Usos for what they've done, but the problem is Jay stuck to his guns. Jay stuck to his guns. Jay stuck to his guns and left.
Right.
Left the bloodline. He's like, I'm not rolling with y'all no more. And then when Jimmy did what he did when he was about to beat Roman for like the third time for the WWE Undisputed Heavyweight Championship, that was a very long name for a title.
I'm tired.
And he pulled.
I feel like they're gonna merge the belts though.
I hope not. But when he pulled him out the ring, and then like when they talked about it later, he was like, "I didn't want you to be like Roman." Nah, bro, he wasn't gonna be like Roman. That was the whole purpose of him fighting Roman.
He made a valid point, but at the same time, you had to get a man a shot to see if he was going to do it or not.
Exactly. So, and then Jimmy, all of a sudden when they split up because Jay quit. He was like, I'm out the bloodline, I'm out the WWE. And then Jimmy like, I don't know where to go. Hey, bloodline, I still love you. I'm still.
But the thing is, for me, I don't think they ever say he was back in.
They haven't. Roman is using him the way that he used Jay. But Jay was in the bloodline. He's using him as a lackey. Like when he would like say things like when Jimmy was like, yeet, and he looked at him, no yeet.
Yeah.
Like when you know your brother over there fighting for titles. All right. Oos, I'll go fight for a title.
So basically, they're gonna have the same setup as they did for Jay.
Right. It's just that Jimmy's gonna be a bigger punk.
Right, because he's the oldest one with all the mouth.
Right.
And now you back with him. So now, don't be surprised if Roman or Solo help him lose that belt.
You think Solo gonna get a title though?
I can see him beating Gunther.
Yeah.
It's the slap versus the thumb.
I just want somebody. I just want somebody to beat Logan Paul.
I was cool with the Megastar. I was cool with Logan Paul getting the U.S. title.
You shut your face.
Logan Paul?
Yeah.
Kevin doesn't like Logan Paul.
Like, I legit don't like him as a person. I respect the fact. No. I respect the fact that he takes the craft serious to learn it.
Right.
And I think he's a hell of a technician in the ring. But Logan Paul as a person is a 100% USDA eggplant emoji.
I never known a person who hates somebody else that much and never even met him.
Right. And they got the nerve to call him an eggplant.
Like,
so what makes him such an eggplant, though?
Because he's legit arrogant in real life. Like, he's a legit arrogant person. Like, you talk. You ain't looking up pop shit? It's one thing if what you do is a gimmick, like your fake boxing matches and this, that, and the third. Talking about how pause. Floyd Mayweather knocked him out, and Floyd Mayweather held him up because they had an agreement. They had an agreement that Floyd would not knock him out. Floyd was not even supposed to really hit him because it was supposed to be a draw. That's why it ended the way it did. But if you go back and look, Floyd popped him.
Yeah.
And Paul went.
And he was hugging on Logan Paul. Logan Paul was hugging on him.
Right, because he went to sleep. He was hugging that man like he was a body pillow. Oh my God, you're so comfortable right now. All right.
Man.
Like your fights are fixed, yo. That's why you do wrestling so well. Right.
But yeah, like I said, who do you think can be to take his belt? I don't want to see KO do it no more.
I want to see KO do it just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it, yo. Ricochet's not on that show because he's on Raw with his girl, Samantha Irvin. Yo, side note, I heard she charges like 10 stacks to do a personal appearance to do an announcement.
Roman Reigns.
No, Samantha Irvin, the ring announcer for SmackDown. I mean for Raw.
Yeah.
I mean, that's your voice. You feel me?
10 stacks though, yo. Don't get me. It's probably gonna be memorable as hell, but 10 stacks.
I think it's probably less than that, but rumor is online it's 10 stacks.
All right. So I'm surprised they even let her do. I'm surprised they even let her do outside work.
Maybe one day she'll get on the podcast. Had to ask her, how much do you charge? Because
I feel like if we got her on the podcast, we already know how much she charged because we're paying her for the appearance. So
I'm not paying her for this appearance. You'll come here with a free of charge.
Now, good luck with that.
Let me
know when you pull that off, okay?
When Jesus comes back and shows my hand. I'll give it a cold cut.
Mercy,
I really want to see Logan Paul.
Though?
Who?
Miz.
Can beat Logan?
Yes.
He can, but I don't want to see it.
Why?
Miz had his title. He had his turn. On 2 different occasions, you couldn't get it done.
He's already a 2-time Triple Crown champion, so
right.
You
really main event WrestleMania
can do.
Right.
I want to see Montez Ford.
Yes.
You said that in the pre-talk.
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell you why that's not gonna happen.
You're killing my buzz.
you know I gotta be the antagonist.
I know.
But I'm gonna tell you why that's not gonna happen. Dawkins and Bobby Lashley.
What about
Bobby Lashley's ego is not gonna let him get a title before him. Even the promo that they cut last night when J-Fab or B-Fab was with them, and he was like, now it's my time. My time. It's 3 of y'all. But you like me. Now, I do feel like this will be an opportune time, excuse me, for WWE to steal an AEW move and whoever else move that does this, trio title.
That's what I'm saying.
I've been saying it for the longest.
This would probably be a good time to do a trios title. But the problem with trio titles is that they're so gimmicky.
Yeah.
Explain yourself.
Huh?
Explain yourself.
How's it gimmicky?
How's it gimmicky? I like how you eating on the podcast.
It's interesting to eat.
Shut up. So the reason why I say it's gimmicky because it's a way to, it's a good thing at the same time, but the good part is it's a way to get people on TV that normally wouldn't get on TV.
Right.
All right. Especially if you're a stable. But at the same time, every match you do is going to be a 6-man tag match. And granted, WWE does great 6-man tag matches. Can't nobody do it better than them. They 6-man tags is like, it's perfectly orchestrated. But after a while, it's going to get tired.
Get boring.
Right.
I think they shouldn't have them every week, though.
No. Now,
they should have them like every other week or build up the match till they be on the pay-per-view. They should only be defended on pay-per-views.
Yeah,
but they got enough tag teams to make trio titles.
But here's the thing.
Yeah, but you got tag teams versus trio. So like Imperium, if Gunther was like drop the belt, Imperium would be a great match. The new what are they called? Bobby Lashley and them. Do they even have a name?
The Street Business.
Street Business. My Lord Jesus.
Yeah, the corporate crime time.
I'm gonna put my application in, and so I can become a writer. Street Business. If Big E was to get cleared and ever come back,
New Day. Thank you.
We got New Day.
God.
So now you got 3 teams. If you get like maybe 2 more, maybe 3 more, so at least 6 trio teams. Now you got a bracket, and now these teams are not just stuck to one brand.
You got Alpha Academy.
LWO.
You can treat them well. Alpha Academy. Really, Tozawa.
You can wrestle now. Listen.
LWO, that mean they got Carlito.
Yeah, so LWO, yeah.
Final Testament.
And Carlos Fantasma, the new one.
Legado de Fantasma.
Yeah, them.
And you got Final Testament with Karrion Kross in there.
Oh my God, yeah, I hate them.
Why?
It's just like two big
like
dudes
AOP by themselves, yo. Like they don't need like I feel like Karrion Kross is bringing them down, yo.
I like bald head Karrion Kross better.
They keep switching Karrion Kross, yo. He's a bringer of doom, then he's a reaper. Like, oh my God, you're not Undertaker. Stop.
Yeah.
And God's sake, get your wife to wrestle, because she can wrestle.
Yeah, she got a mean Steiner. What is it called?
The Steiner recliner?
Yes.
Yeah.
She has a mean Steiner recliner.
Which is not with the camel clutch, but yeah.
And the Frankenstein is mean too.
Yeah, it's like she can go. Who are the greatest tag teams of all time?
Dan, you shut your mouth.
Look, I'm gonna stick to what I said earlier. New Day.
Thank God, I'm not the only one.
New Day.
I'm not the only one.
Like, and I respect the Hart Foundation. I respect Demolition. I respect LOD. I respect New Day. I mean, not New Day. I do respect them. New Age Outlaws.
Right.
Hardy Boys, Dudley Boys, Edge and Christian. I respect the hell out of them. But New Day did something that nobody else has done out of all them people that I named. They changed the game. They used the Freebird rule, which you win tag titles even though you're a trio. You can swap out. So that was the loophole that they used. But before the Usos took the record of being the longest running tag team, it was New Day. New Day won more tag team titles than anybody in history.
Yeah.
New Day managed, and I have a box in my room right now in my drawer. They came out with brands. They came out with Bootio. I got Bootio cereal and socks, yo. You feel me? Haven't never worn socks. I just think that's weird. But like the memorabilia that they put out, you know what I mean? The merchandise that they put out. And the fact that they took a gimmick that was doomed to fail and get over. Because let's remember, they was booed first. Vince McMahon wanted them to come out like a gospel choir. I take it, Jesus, take it, Jesus.
I remember that. Didn't
happen. So when they came out and they did the gimmick, they got booed. Vince McMahon does not like when faces get booed. But so they take a page out the Rock's book. You want to boo us? We're going to give you reasons to boo us. We're going to make you hate. If you want to hate us, we're going to give you a reason to hate us. We're going to be the three most hated black people in the world right now. And
that's amazing. Black people voluntarily want to get hated.
Right.
That's amazing. That's
but you know what's crazy though? Pops. Who you think is the greatest tag team of all time?
I'm an ass man.
No. If I'm gonna go, I'm gonna say the Road Warriors. That's who I grew up watching. Road Warriors and Demolition. For some reason, I was a fan of everybody who had face paint.
Ain't that the same people?
That's not. No.
Demolition is Axis Smash, and when they had Crush, they had the leather face mask. That was like 88, 89.
Right.
Road Warriors is from
Crush was an add-on.
Yeah, Crush was an add-on. The Road Warriors had the shoulder pads with the spikes. I think every kid wanted to take them to school and just tackle somebody.
And then they replaced one of them with Ahmed Johnson, which was just
bad. They replaced him with Hawk because Hawk had the alcohol problem.
Yeah.
He couldn't beat his demons. So,
but he did eventually. He got clean. He got clean for a long time. Before he passed away, he was clean for a while.
He passed away, he did. God rest his soul. They they added Sunny. Sunny was one of them four. She was the mascot that really didn't need a mascot, but they had a mascot anyway.
Right.
Speaking of Sunny, like she looks horrible. I think she had charges pending too. I think she had like charges or something. Like something went on with her not too long ago, but she had some charges.
Yeah,
she had thing like DUI, fleeing the police or something. Like
you look like the lady off of Mama's Family now.
But everybody was drooling over her back in y'all time.
Yeah, because she was hot back in then. She was hot. Now she just a hot mess.
Yeah, you gotta understand that.
Some white people don't age good, yo. You're gonna learn that in life. She just happens to be one of them.
Most definitely. Like I said, for me, Demolition and Road Warriors, they were the ones. They were the big dudes who I'm just gonna pound you until you be like, you know what? I can't get up anymore.
Listen, Pops. Come on now.
You the one taking like we talking about wrestling, bro. Stop that.
He said pause too.
Well, play.
See, come on.
I just said pause to be stupid. I normally don't say pause because I know who I am.
He said it for me.
I'm gonna beat the hell out of you until you can't get up anymore.
That sounds better.
Then I'm gonna throw you.
No, it really don't, but okay.
No pause on that one.
No, that's what she said.
All right, you got top 5 though?
My top 5?
Yeah.
There's too many damn tag teams, man.
Okay. Top 5. My number.
Hold on, before you answer that question, Danny. The reason why that's a hard question, everybody, it's like that question. It's like that hip hop question. Who's your top 5 rapper?
You got an honorable mention.
No, we're not doing honorable mention. Everybody don't get a participation award. You got your top 5 or you don't.
Well, shit.
No, I'm just saying I got my top 5, but the problem with that is it's gonna be like your top 5 may not be my top 5. And then you be like, oh, yo, that's da 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 da. It's the same thing when it comes to hip hop. You're like, oh, yo, why Ja Rule not on the top 100? Because he's not on this top 100, but he's on somebody else's. So the list is it's going to be personally based.
Right.
So let's just keep that in mind. Go ahead.
Demolition, Road Warriors, Heart Foundation.
It's in order, right? My fault for interrupting. In order, right?
No, not at all. Absolutely not.
Oh, why?
Because one day I might watch a match from them that were perfectly terrible, but the next day I might like it again.
Okay.
Edge and Christian, the Usos. I like all of them for certain things. I like the Usos. They're synchronized, whatever you want to call it. They know each other. I like Edge and Christian because not only did they have their power of knowing each other, but
they gave you the 3-second pose.
The 3-second pose, they gave you something to remember them by. And they were innovative when it came to the ring. You know what I mean? They both started out as heels. They went face at the same time. Then they became heels again at the same time. Now the AEW is like watching grumpy old men except they're in the ring.
Hey, Grumpy Old Men was a great movie.
It was a very good movie. Demolition is, like I said before, I'm a fan of brawlers. I like to fight. Brawler, them and Road Warriors all day long. Road Warriors Scalper match 1989 with the Midnight Express. Yeah, NWA status.
All right, so not in order. Heart Foundation, Rockers, Steiner Brothers.
Yeah, I forgot about them.
See, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, and I know y'all probably gonna give me guff for this one, but these 3 teams are just they're synonymous with one another, so I can't outrank one with the other. but Dudley's, Hardy's, and Christian and Edge, because they was all part of that same era. They revolutionized that tag team division, so it's kind of hard for me to say one team was better than the other because they was all there whooping ass at the time. And let's not forget the first ever ladder match at WrestleMania. Edge speared Jeff. I was ready to say something stupid. Jeff out the air, hanging from the belt.
So let's be clear. When you say ladder match, it was the first ever tag team ladder match.
No, it was
because the first ladder match was Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels.
No, not ladder match. TLC.
There you go.
It was the first ever TLC match. First ever TLC match, and it was held at WrestleMania. Right. So, and the thing is, that's one of the things I always tell people about wrestling. You can't plan that. Like, you can't rehearse that. Jeff told Edge came out with this during this documentary. Jeff told Edge, if you get the chance to spear me in midair, take it. He told him. And he was hanging from the title. And Edge did it. I thought they both died that day. And New Day.
Okay.
New Day. The Usos is on my list too, but not my top 5. They come in at 6.
That's valid. That's valid.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right. So I'll be watching y'all air wrestling. And I got another question. I'm gonna save it for after I say the top 5. Not in order, obviously. Obviously, New Day can go first. Legacy. I was a big Ted DiBiase fan growing up.
Scammer.
Call him what you want to call him. Listen, I was a
he's a scammer. It's been proven. He committed fraud. It's been proven. But go ahead. Ain't God's name at that. He used God's name to commit fraud. But we're gonna talk about that later. Go ahead.
Name it.
Air Boom. Because I like the high flyers.
I forgot about them.
We all forgot about him when he got RKO. That was it.
No, for real.
Then he popped up on AEW with a whole new name. I was like, I know you.
Oh, yeah, he is on AEW.
He got a whole new name because he forgot what his other name was. He got RKO out the
air. Evolution.
Which one? Don't even matter. Okay.
All right, Evolution is Evolution.
Well, that could be considered a faction?
That's a faction, more of a tag team.
Okay. Shoot, y'all named
2 or more is a faction.
All right. So, like New Day would be a faction then, right?
No, 3 or more. It's a faction. That's what they consider a faction. Is 3 or more.
Okay. Shield.
Okay. They were in tag.
I'm gonna give you that one because they did the Freebird rule too. They were dangerous with the Freebird rule. Yeah. I ain't even like them with the Freebird rule. I ain't know who was gonna spear me next.
I ain't like the Freebirds.
Damn, not the Fabulous.
I don't like Michael P.S.
Wait, what's wrong with the Freebirds? First, I name my last one. Who was wrong with the Freebirds?
Nothing was wrong with the Freebirds. I don't like Michael P.S. Hayes.
Michael P.S. Hayes.
He's the only thing outside of wrestling Michael P.S. Hayes has ever done good was the Big Show's theme song. Yes, that's him singing the Big Show's theme song.
Oh, snap.
Well, it's the Big Show. That's him.
That's
nice.
That's him. But no, he was the biggest Vince McMahon eggplant rodder outside of Bruce Pritchard. So
watch out.
you know I gotta keep it PG. So that's why I'm using emoji sounds. Emoji names. So,
talk about keeping PG. Shoot. Awesome Truth. Awesome Truth.
I wouldn't say they was a great tag team, but they was definitely entertaining.
No.
Truth, yo.
Wait, Nexus will be a faction, right?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Right.
Unless you do.
Oh, that reminds me. When you and I was talking earlier, you called Darren Young and Titus O'Neil crime time.
I know.
They was a prime time players, yo. Shad Gaspar, R.I.P. my brother, and JTG was crime time.
They both were trash, so we good.
Nah, they wasn't. They didn't get the push they should have got.
Prime time?
Yeah.
Titus O'Neil uncoordinated as a mug. Let's be real here.
What?
Titus O'Neil uncoordinated as a mug.
Which is amazing because he played football.
That don't mean anything, though.
As soon as he fell, he became a correspondent.
Well, he played football for Miami, right?
No.
I think so.
No.
Not for the U.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, he played football for the Miami. The brothers were an alpha. You know what I mean?
As soon as he fell, he became a correspondent for WWE. It was like, we're not doing this today.
First of all, I'm just going to say this, then we're going to move on. The internet, and I'm directing this to the internet. Y'all savages, y'all. My man slid under the ring, and y'all had GIFs, whatever you want to call them, in like 3 minutes all over the world.
No,
you people are savages, okay?
Y'all make me look like a saint, just to let y'all know.
I went on Twitter when it was known as Twitter, and all of a sudden I just see Titus O'Neil sliding under the ring. People was like, he's safe. He's meeting up with Hornswoggle.
Shoot, how am I sliding her DMs? Shoot.
Right. Somebody said
they ain't even had DMs then.
Yo. No, we had DMs at that time.
MDs.
Oh, shut up. What's the next question?
Yo, Vine was out then, bro.
Huh? Yeah, Vine was just ending then.
Yeah.
The last final question for the night before we end this show. Right. Since everybody been wanting to get to it, I already know the answers.
No.
This the real topic of the night, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it is.
No.
Everything else was a pre-show. The real topic of the night is about to start. And we're going to start this off with happening on Thursday at the kickoff. I felt all that.
What? What'd you say?
First of all, my personal opinion.
Oh, no, back up. What'd you say? You what? You felt all that? I didn't hear
you. All that.
I come out the shower and I see goddamn Cody get smacked. I said, nah. I think I left something in there or something.
First of all, I want to shout out to Dwayne The Rock Johnson. My guy. For you to have everybody fool that you about to fight Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Just for you to turn around and go, my family. I was like, he came out looking like
that was the quickest 180 I've ever seen in my life, yo.
Bro, he did that so smooth that when I seen the interview with the Cody crybabies, I was like, why is he doing that to that man? He was just cool with him. And then I thought about everybody booing them and sending them. They said this man death threats, bro.
No, They also hold up before you continue. I'm glad you brought that up. All right, I'm going to be the civil head one, and I'm going to get in some serious trouble for what I'm about to say.
Oh, wouldn't be the first time
because I'm about to come out of character. The character I've been in for quite some time.
Oh, I ain't never been in character.
No, you. Once again, I'm addressing the internet directly. You motherfuckers that is sending his daughter death threats You're trash.
Yeah.
Right.
You are absolute 100% trash.
And
I understand that some of us, and I include myself when I say some of us, are very passionate about wrestling, sports entertainment, professional wrestling, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. But sending his daughter death threats was so unnecessary. And shout out to his daughter for the way she handled it.
Right.
She literally went on X and said, yo, I'm minding my business trying to run a show. Get a life. And I commend her for that. She ain't got nothing to do with what her father does. So, so just act like y'all got some common sense and decency. Stop.
I think that's why.
That's out of my system. I'm good now. I was pissed off about that.
I
didn't even know that happened.
Yeah. I think that's why he took it so personal when Cody said that about his grandfather. Like, see now we drawing lines. Because you think about it, he was talking to Roman. Rock was minding his business.
Right.
And then he was like, if the high chief, and you seen the Rock's face, like, yo, hold up, bro. I'm over here talking to Paul Heyman. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
But you see that family tree, though?
I mean, you got to think about it.
I can't even see you.
All right. Nah, come on now.
No, seriously, we can't see you.
I ain't that black.
No, we can't see your face. We really can't.
All right. Here you go.
Cut the light back on. You used to work for Chippendale.
There you go.
Stay there. But yeah, it's 5 more minutes. We what The Rock did, it was out of character, but he was taking things a little personal because of what just happened with his daughter.
Right.
And I can't blame him. But when Cody said it, you could see in The Rock's face, like, yo, we not playing no more.
But I'm still leaning towards that was all pivot scripts.
Yeah.
Because they had to do something, and what he said wasn't offensive. It wasn't offensive at all.
It wasn't.
Because if Roman never brought up his father, then Cody would have never brought up his grandfather.
Right.
But what Cody said was facts, because your grandfather was about honor and respect and being a moral person. Roman has done none of that. He has manipulated, he has cheated, and he has used those close to him, to continue to be the champion. But what Cody said wasn't offensive. The Rock fed into a storyline that he's supposed to feed into. The fact of the matter is now we got to see where it goes. Because now everything is spiked up. And like you said, Thursday, he did get the piss slapped out of him. Seth Rollins, which I was surprised, came to his defense.
Oh, he did.
He didn't
get the piss slapped out of him.
Cody.
His life left. Bro, that one slap knocked Cody to the floor.
Cody sold it, yo. He sold the slap.
He sold the hell.
All right, bro. Listen, how hard you had to sell a slap though? Like that's pride.
Enough to make it believable.
Well, first of all, let's keep it 1,000. I don't care who you are, how big you are. You're a man. Another man slap you.
Open hand slap at that.
I always say I'd rather get punched than slapped by another man. If you slap me, that's the most you pretty much calling me a bitch without calling me a bitch. All right.
Facts.
So
that's facts all the way through.
And that's just facts. So I'd rather for you to punch me like a man than slap me like a bitch. So what are you doing?
Go ahead.
Right.
Okay. I actually like this. Yeah, we should do this more often.
I bet.
I see what you did there. The black and purple. I see what you did there. All right. That was my AD of my ADHD. I'm back on. I'm focused now. So we go from Thursday to Friday. Triple H comes out with Adam Pearce, Nick Atlas, and like know your role, da 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 da, nice little catchphrases. But Cody, Roman, that's happening. That's happening. Okay, cool. So now it's official.
Right.
Okay. I would love for them to fight, do a tag team at Elimination Chamber.
The problem is they're not slated to be on the card. Now, card is subject to change.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that's going to happen. Because now you still got to figure out what side is The Rock on. Now, me being an avid watcher, I feel like The Rock's going to pull a swerve.
Yeah.
Like they're going to have a swerve for The Rock on Roman. No, on Roman to work in Cody's favor. So
I think everybody's in on knocking Roman down.
Huh?
I think everybody's in on knocking Roman down.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Seth, Cody, The Rock, and I would not be surprised if it's Jimmy. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Solo.
Solo, no. Solo already got it in his mind that he wants to be the next, and Roman already got it in his mind that he's going to be the next tribal chief.
That's what I'm saying. But I wouldn't be surprised if the person that orchestrated the whole thing is Paul Heyman.
No. Nah.
We never found out who he actually talked to.
What do you mean?
All right, maybe it's just me, but remember when he came and said he spoke to an advisor?
Mm-hmm.
He never gave a name. The Rock just came out. Yeah. The Rock just came out. You see what I'm saying?
So you're talking about the Friday when The Rock came back 2 Fridays ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Hold on. Let me finish. He never said a name. The Rock just came out, and everybody assumed that it was him.
No, but he said it's somebody that knows you very well.
But then Paul Heyman knows the entire family.
So does The Rock.
Yeah, so that leaves them both. And if that's the case, Randy does too.
Paul Heyman gave Roman Reigns a look after he said that, though.
I really think it was Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
I really think Paul Heyman orchestrated it. And to take the heat off of The Rock, off of Paul Heyman, you put it on The Rock. So now everybody's going to be like, oh, The Rock, he talked to The Rock. Then all of a sudden, The Rock swerves him. He aligns with The Rock. And then all of a sudden, Seth is in the middle of it. Cody bakes Seth into thinking he's going to pick him. But then he picks when he picks Roman. So now it's a big issue. Now Seth is mad, even though he already knows. So when it comes down to the match, it's going to be a one-on-one. Jimmy's going to come down and probably interfere. Seth's going to probably come down and break it up. Solo is going to try to do something. Seth is still going to be there. But in the very end, it'll probably be Paul Heyman sliding the belt in, or The Rock bottoming Roman at the end.
All right, so
setting up Roman and Rock at SummerSlam.
So I'm gonna go with this.
Don't be my antagonist. I'm on a good mood right now.
I'm not being an antagonist. I'm partially gonna be an antagonist. I don't think that Seth is really going to get involved too much with this situation, because Seth did want to fight Cody, but once he came out and Cody said what he said about how you don't pick who you face, I earned that right. I earned the right. I won the Rumble.
Right.
And I feel like until the WWE caught backlash from The Rock getting the call, it was probably going to be Cody and Seth.
Mm-hmm.
But because everything had to get turned, because the universe is like
the Cody Crybabies.
Yeah, the Cody Crybabies booed The Rock so bad. Triple H is like, we can't have night 2 getting blown up.
Right.
Vince would have stuck with it because that's Vince. Because The Rock is a Vince guy. You know, he's part of that Vince McMahon era.
Mm-hmm.
He transitioned out of. He was part of that last part of the Attitude Era, and he was there for the Invasion Era, which was some great wrestling at the time.
Great wrestling.
But now it's Triple H, and Triple H is like, we got new owners, so we got to keep them happy, and we're not going to risk losing money.
Right.
So let's do the swerve. Dwayne knows how to be part of business. He knows what the business does. Roman knows what the business does. All of them know that this is just part of the business. What Triple H say when they screw Shawn Michaels? If he don't want to do business, we're gonna make him do business.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reality. Now, I am curious of how it's going to play out come night 2 of WrestleMania, because I do see a massive swerve coming. But now that you put the Paul Heyman thing in, I'm leaning more towards that now. I think Paul Heyman and The Rock is in on this.
Because when he said it, I'm like, wait a minute. Paul Heyman's face, because when he automatically said it, I automatically go Paul Heyman. Like, I was not expecting The Rock to come out.
Right, that's what I said.
Like, wait a minute.
No, I was 100% expecting The Rock.
Because honestly, when he said, I know him, he knows you better than you know you. You looking at Jimmy, you looking at Jay,
you looking at Paul Heyman.
Solo, Paul Heyman, everybody that grew up with you.
But they don't know him better than he knows himself because they grew up with him. Only people that would actually know him better is going to be Paul and The Rock, because Paul's been dealing with the Anawani family, and please forgive me if I mispronounced it, since forever.
Mm-hmm.
Since forever. And then you got Dwayne.
Years.
Right. I don't think people know how long Paul Heyman's been in the business. He's been doing this since he was like 14, 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's the only other person other than Vince McMahon who knows the business the way that he does.
I would say Vince McMahon,
dangerous.
Paul Heyman. This is before that. We talking about goggles on the head with the biker hat, 1988.
Right.
Like, he helped put together the first WrestleMania, so he got the okay to do ECW. So
come on, man. This is the guy who really introduced us to Stone Cold Steve Austin before he was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Right.
We wouldn't have never heard of Tommy Dreamer.
No.
Sabu, which is the craziest person I ever met in my life.
RVD. Who was the other one? Sandman.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, Paul Heyman gave us Eddie Guerrero. He gave us Rey Mysterio. He gave us Chris Benoit, Dean Malenko, because he brought them up from Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
When nobody else wanted to give them a shot in America, he brought them up. So we want them getting legends because of Paul Heyman. So anybody else that knows this business better than Vince McMahon, there is none. There is none.
What about Paul Levesque, though?
Triple H?
Triple H? He don't know what they know. Like, he's learned from them. He's learned from Vince. He's learned from the people around him. He don't know it.
You got to realize that when Triple H came in, when he was WCW, Paul Heyman was there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Paul Heyman was there when Triple H came in. Before he had the ponytail and everything. He's the reason why Triple H got fired, and then automatically he called Jim Ross to bring him over there. Because he's talented, too good for WCW. When anytime this man tells you to tell somebody else WCW is not going to market him right, you know what you're talking about.
Right.
You also was the background man for NXT.
Yo, can you still hear me or see me?
You froze a little bit, but yeah.
All right, go ahead. My computer's bugging. Go ahead, though.
Yeah, like you were the leading background guy for NXT, and Dusty was the face. You feel me? Y'all taught these people how to cut promos. Even though Paul Heyman was doing WCW, WWE with Brock Lesnar, he was coming back and forth to Florida to do those things. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, he left
this season. But yeah, to do them things. So yeah, Paul Heyman deserves his flowers. When at the end of the day, when he gets them, he should have the biggest standing ovation ever known to man.
First ballot Hall of Famer.
First ballot now ain't even the first ballot. He should have got the very first Hall of Fame ring. Mm-hmm. He should get the very last Hall of Fame ring. It is very crucial that he does that because Paul Heyman is one of the reasons why we got Mark Henry. Mark Henry learned from him and gave us Bianca Belair. He gave us Jade Cargill. You feel what I'm saying?
Because he trained both of them.
He trained both of them. Honestly, almost everybody that's black, Mark Henry and Booker T done trained. Because they want to see more of us on TV.
That's facts, though.
That's facts, though.
But also makes me wonder because most of the people they train were women. So
unless you go Carmelo Hayes, you go Trick
I
Williams.
hate him now.
I
hate him now.
Carmelo Hayes, he's becoming the best villain ever in NXT. You literally just stabbed the face of NXT, the person who's the face of NXT without having a belt.
Yeah.
You stabbed him in the back, and now the whole NXT hates you. You're doing your job. All you gotta do is sit in the ring with a microphone. You're about to be the Black Dominic Mysterio.
Triple H.
And who runs that? It's Shawn Michaels.
Triple H once said he loved being a heel more than a face for two reasons. Heels make more money. Reason one. Reason two is that the fact he knows that there's some fat guy sitting at home yelling at his television. Downright pissed off with him and hates him to his core. And he said, when I can get you to that, then I know I'm doing my job.
Yeah, and the thing is,
truly hate me.
For me growing up, it wasn't the fat guy. It was the 6'5" brown skinned guy with the curly bush, which was my dad. You know, he hates Triple H. And he hated The Rock. So watching them on TV, he'd be like, yo, I want to rearrange Triple H's face. And I'm like, what? And then when The Rock comes out, I want to smack his eyebrow back down. I'm like, wait a minute. All he did was come to the ring and play his music.
But that's how you know that they're doing their job.
That's why I say to this day, Dominic Mysterio was the best heel ever.
Yes, I would agree with that.
I won't say he's the best heel ever, but he's definitely the best heel right now in WWE.
Yeah.
He is the most hated person on the main roster. Because I don't know if your son remembers Vicky Guerrero.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
All right. So Vicky Guerrero was getting the same kind of heat that Dominic Mysterio was getting. To where she comes out and just gets booed.
Booed out the building.
To the point they had to start adjusting her mic so you can hear her over the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Booing her. The only difference is by her being with Eddie and being around the Guerrero family, she knew how to adapt to it and keep in character and keep pushing. Because she understands that it's a character. I don't think Dominic fully understood at one point that it's a character he's playing. Right. And because of what you did to your real life father, people have a genuine hate towards you.
Mm-hmm. So the situation is going to be whenever Ray decides to come back, eventually they're going to get back together.
Yeah, he's gonna have to because Judgment Day is gonna drop his ass like a bad habit. But anyway, back to WrestleMania, Roman and Cody. This is my. I can't see. Shit, never mind. My son's calling me.
Are we about to close it? So don't
Hold on, Damon.
I want Roman to win. I want Roman to lose because I want to see. Listen. I want him to lose just because of the fact what Paul Heyman said in December. We are only in the bottom of the third. That means they have a lot of story left to tell.
Yeah, but they gotta hurry up and get to the bottom of the ninth because this story has been going on for too long. Now, don't get me wrong; they have always found ways to rejuvenate the bloodline story, but now it's just getting just a bit annoying because it keeps dragging out. And and don't get me wrong, I feel like if Roman was there consistently, we wouldn't have got what we have gotten for the past 3 years. So maybe him not being there on a consistent basis actually played into it. But people want a full-time champion.
Right.
And that's why I'm going to say it. And I know people keep knocking it, but Seth has been a fighting champion.
So
unfortunately, to his detriment, because he done tore his MCL and got to get surgery, but he kept his word. He said, "I'm going to be a champion that y'all can actually depend on and see." We haven't seen Roman, and he shows up. He cuts a promo, acknowledge me, and I'm out this. All right, yo, come on. Now, at least for Cody wins. We will see a consistent champion.
Even if he hurt towards Pec, he's still coming.
Yeah.
It was a hell of a cell match.
Yeah, that looked ugly. I ain't gonna lie.
He wrestled with a torn pectoral muscle in a hell of a cell match. If that's not dedication, I don't know what the fuck is.
And then you had Seth stabbing you with a kendo stick in that Pec.
Not just stabbing you, but digging in it, yo. Just digging. You know what I mean?
It was like so bad that he won match of the year. We got an SP for a bad titty. keep it real.
I feel like they should bring back Slammy Awards though.
It wouldn't be fair right now. The Bloodline would get like the last 20.
Right.
No, like Cody has a work ethic that's instilled in him, right, from his father. And that's why I always will say Cody is probably one of the greatest and most underrated wrestlers. Now he's not underrated because they see what fans have seen for years. But when you take a guy who is green as Cody Rhodes, put him with Randy Orton and Ted DiBiase, and they go under Randy Orton's wing, and they're learning from the learning tree because Randy Orton learned from the learning tree of Triple H and Ric Flair traveling with them, and you still have the knowledge that your father's giving you. And then when you break out on your own, come on now, yo. You did Stardust, which was just crazy. You did, what was it? The dashing one, Cody Rhodes. Yeah. This man was giving out. He was giving out beauty and hygiene tips. He was plucking his eyebrows and clipping his nose. It was crazy. And then he did the Phantom when Rey Mysterio broke his nose. He had to wear a protective mask, so now he was no longer beautiful. He was ugly. Yo, every time you give him something, he runs with it. And I don't care what nobody say. Stardust was given to him to set him up for failure,
and he killed it.
And then when they put him with his brother, so this is why I'm going to stick down. I'm going 10 toes down on this. Cody Rhodes is walking out of night 2 as the WWE Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. or was it WWE Undisputed Heavyweight Champion? There we go.
I got Cody. Kevin got Cody. Dan, who you got?
He's talking like he got
to
Roman.
watch it. To watch it visually, I may have to say Roman. It's too many family members.
First of all, if another one come out of nowhere, I'm leaving.
It's so big of that family tree. You might
another Uso, yo.
It's
yes.
He was wrestling down MLW, Major League Wrestling, but he's gone from there now. So he's just doing indie stuff. But he already stated he said he doesn't want to work for WWE. But everybody says that at some point until they throw you a 6-figure contract in your face. So
right. So we're gonna close out for the night. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for watching the show.
Yeah.
This was a good one. It was a very interesting one. Shout out to our special guest with Showtime Dan Jones.
Yeah.
Good job.
Music on all streaming platforms.
Yeah,
man.
All streaming platforms will be up in probably another day or two. Give us a minute.
Literally.
Yeah, I liked it. Any closing remarks, Showtime?
Stay positive. Stay 100. It's not impossible. It's impossible. And shoot. On top of the one and part 1, part 2, out on all platforms. Dude. Yeah, see you later.
All right, okay. If anything you want to say left?
Once again, thank y'all for tuning in to Chop It Up, episode 2. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this real quick. When we get this posted, goes live, goes hot. Comment box. Hit that comment box and share. Yes. I'm gonna put it out there. Who do y'all want to see win the Elimination Chambers and why? Or who do you predicting to win the Elimination Chambers? So that's gonna be the question for y'all beautiful people. Who do you want to see win the Elimination Chambers to walk into WrestleMania to face Seth and Rhea? So
we gotta do this again.
Definitely, we had a good time with y'all. Thank you, Showtime. Now you met one of your other father goofy friends, but that's what we do.
Yeah.
So
we do Frisket on here.
All right. Oh my Lord Jesus. We
might need him.
So we thank y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. Like, share, subscribe, all that beautiful stuff. Like, share, subscribe, all that beautiful stuff.
Yep.
Like, share, subscribe, all that beautiful stuff. I'm done. Danny.
Enjoy yourselves. Have a good night.
We out.